Hey, cat aspirants! Welcome to this video from Time, the leaders in test prep. For all those who are racking their brains over how to remember words, this is our endeavor to help you deal with this problem. So, when it comes to vocabulary building, mnemonic devices are a very effective tool to help you remember words in a very simple and easy manner. Let me help you understand how. So, let's first understand what mnemonic exactly means. So, a mnemonic is a word, a short poem, or a sentence that is intended to help you remember things such as scientific rules or spelling rules. And a mnemonic is a pattern, an idea, or an association that can be used to help us remember something. Now, this may sound or seem intriguing, but it's not, because since childhood we have been taught mnemonics, and these mnemonics have helped us remember all that we remember so well and all that comes to us so easily. So, let me help you understand this deeper. Mnemonic chronicle. So, let me take you back to where from this has been derived. The term in itself, mnemonic, comes from the Greek word mnemosyne. And who was mnemosyne? The Greek goddess of memory, and which is why this is a very effective memory tool, or this name has been given to this tool that helps you remember things. A mnemonic device can be defined as a strategy for organizing and or encoding information through the creation and use of cognitive cueing structures, and the first usage of mnemonics dates back to 500 BC. So, this was a chronicle. It tells you how and from where this word has originated and where it has been employed effectively. Now, how does it help us? So, mnemonic classification is something that will help you understand what type you have to or what type you can identify with, or what type seems easy to you. Acrostic mnemonics. So, what are these? Create a phrase where the first letter of each word corresponds to the initial letters of items or information you want to remember, helping to recall them in sequence. Okay, so what is this? Acrostic mnemonics. Then we have a rhyme and sound alike mnemonics. Look for a part of the word that rhymes with or sounds like another word with which you are already familiar to cement the association. We also have image mnemonics that use an engaging and memorable image to learn new vocabulary words. Now, these are various types of mnemonics, and what we find comfortable, we can employ them to help us remember what we want to memorize or learn. I'm sure all of you have been doing something like that to remember certain words, certain phrases, even certain events, but this is something that is very structured and will help you. Okay, then we have keyword mnemonics. Keyword mnemonics is about associating key information with easily remembered keywords, making complex concepts or lists easier to remember. So, in the process of learning while we were growing up, I hope and I know most of us have employed mnemonics in one time or the other, at one time or the other in the process. Sometimes when we come across a word and it makes us think of something, then we associate that image or that memory with this word, and whenever we either come across that image or memory or this word, we associate them with each other, and this may have helped us remember this word. So, this is something that we have been doing. It's not something we are absolutely unfamiliar with. I'm sure we have done it, but the only thing is we may not know what it is called. So, this session has given you that understanding as well. Okay, now we have employing mnemonics to learn vocabulary. This is the objective of this session. An understanding of the chronicle of where it originated from, what it means, etc. is different. The objective here is to help you use mnemonics to learn so many words that you need to include in your word kitty. So, how do we do that? I've mentioned acrostic mnemonics and I told you that it can help you remember words quite easily. Now, this is an example, growth. This acrostic can help you remember synonyms for the word growth. How? Take a look. GROWTH. So, growth is gain, rise, onset, widening, thriving and hike. Now, if we take the first letters of each of these and put them together to form a word and then remember that word, then in effect we have actually given ourselves the ease to remember all the synonyms of this word growth. Now, this is just an example. You may use this technique to remember so many other synonyms of words that you find difficult to remember. Then we have lapse. This acrostic can help remember synonyms for lapse or mistake. Lapse, absent-mindedness, problem, slip up and error. So, I have highlighted in a different color the first letters of each of the synonyms for the word lapse, and when they are put together, they give us the word lapse. Here's another example, shade. This can help us remember words related to shade or color. Shadow, hue, aspect, dye and eye shade. Okay, so I hope now you understand how this can help you, and you will also be able to employ this technique to help yourself. Then we have rhyme and sound alike mnemonics. Rhyme alike mnemonics are those that involve pairing with a rhyming word. So, if we have, for example, the word ephemeral, which means lasting for a very short time. The joy of summer, ephemeral like a flower. Okay, so the joy of summer, ephemeral like a flower. Now, you have something which rhymes, summer and flower, and this sentence that you have constructed will help you remember what ephemeral means. Then we have cacophony, a harsh or a discordant mixture of sounds, a mixture of unpleasant sounds is called a cacophony. The city street cacophony, horns, shouts and clatter. Then serendipity. Now, serendipity is a very difficult word and it is not a very commonly used word either, but in case we do want to remember what it means, we can use rhyme and sound alike mnemonics to help ourselves. So, what does it mean? Finding something good without looking for it. So, finding something by chance. In the library, serendipity, discovering a forgotten book. So, that's how you employ this kind of mnemonics to remember words that you otherwise may have a problem in remembering. Okay, moving further, we have sound alike mnemonics using similar sounds. Perennial, lasting for an indefinitely long time, something which is consistent, something which endures. Perennial plants come back each year just like memory. So, what have we done? We have related words which have some similar sounds. Ubiquitous, present, appearing or found everywhere. The ubiquitous phone always in our pockets or hands. Capitulate, to surrender or to give in or to yield. The team decided to capitulate as they couldn't keep up with the competition's pace. Okay, so these were a few tips to help you understand how to use this very effective tool which has been used since time immemorial to help us remember those words which we find difficult or we find challenging. Okay, so please don't forget to like, follow and subscribe to our channel Time for Education for more of such informative content. Keep up the practice. All the best. Thank you.